Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be playing some Naya, because we haven't done that in a minute, and I wanted to play some humans, which I don't think we've done that in a minute either. But either way, we're going to make these super large and see how big they can get and how many wins we can get with that size. I don't even know if that makes sense, but let's talk about the deck. Right, starting at the top, we have some Zac Fair, because it's like the best 1-mana legendary guy we can play right now, and it's a human, and it can protect our other stuff, so why not? We do have some Get Lost, which is just universal removal for the most part. We have some Sheltered by Ghost to help with that, as well as a couple of Abrades. And what I like about Abrade is you can get rid of the early creatures as well as deal with problematic artifacts that are starting to show up everywhere. We do have a couple of copies of Inti, Seneschal of the Sun, great way to get us some extra cards. We do have some Intrepid Paleontologist to help with the graveyard stuff. Torgal, since we're playing a bunch of humans, they'll all come into play with an extra +1/+1 counter. Ruby, that has a little bit of haste, but also makes mana. And the Seriema. This is good if we draw it late so we can go find any of the key cards that we want. Probably some of the next few creatures. One of those being Surrak, Elusive Hunter, cheap to get on the battlefield, but also can't be countered, which is super nice. And Sarah Farron, another way to just pump up our team and make our stuff cheaper. We're playing a couple of copies of Lifecraft Engine, so along with Sarah Farron, with Torgal and Inti, this is just another way to pump up our team. Surrak the Hunt Caller. This almost always should have haste, unless the board has just been swept, but we'll see. Just a good-sized body that helps us get the job done. Then we also have Halana and Elena Partners, another way to pump up our creatures, gives us a little bit of reach, which is nice because we don't really have any flyers. And a couple of copies of Elspeth Stormslayer, because if things slow down and get gummed up with all of our mana creatures, we'll just play Elspeth and try to get the job done that way. And y'all know the drill. If you like this type of deck and you want to give it a go, don't forget at the end of the video there'll be a link that takes you over to Moxfield, our channel sponsor. And if you want to buy any Magic and save money doing it, check out Tales of Adventure. It's toamagic.com. You can use my code DRAGON, D-R-A-G-N. It'll save you 5% on everything you buy on their website. In the meantime, let's go have some fun with some games in these Naya legendary humans. Alright, let's keep it. As much as I would like to play the Cavern of Souls and have that Zac turn 1, I think it's going to be best to just do this and roll into a Ruby, realistically. No guarantee any of this works, but you know what? We're going to do the best we can. Get in there. Going to be a Bristly Bill? Oh, it's a Frenzied Baloth. That is a different type of problem. Alright, we will also put this on human. And trying to decide what I want to do here, actually. Maybe I'm supposed to just Surrak here. Just make good use of our mana. And then next turn, I could maybe, well, I can play any combination of two things, depending on what they do. Because I would have also hated to like waste one of these removal spells and then they play something more significant and then I use the wrong one depending on what they cast here. Oh, we're going to fight our Surrak. I would totally understand if you did. Summon Fenrir, sure. Seems legit. Oh, that's cute. Well, I can only do one of these. So, I think the plan will be to play this here. Get rid of this. This fits a +1/+1, I think. Yeah, we'll do this. And I think I'm just going to play Zac Fair here and only attack with Surrak. Mostly because, I mean, this would be a 3/4, but I want to leave the mana open in case they try to fight one of our creatures or something. I can move the counter over with Zac. And gaining a bunch of life here is pretty significant. Alright, some Paw Patch recruits. Makes sense. Yeah, no blocks. You got it. Ooh, that... If this is just mono green aggro, this is worth taking the risk. I'm in, y'all. We're just doing the dang thing. Yeah, just go big. Sure, you can have haste. We're not attacking with you. Ooh, actually, maybe we are attacking. We have first strike. F it. Let's get in there. All right, opponent's at 3. They do not get a card because we definitely have the largest creature. And that's going to do it. Ooh, boy. Let's keep it. So put this in tapped. I guess I'm supposed to just... Oh, wow. Okay. Well, dang. Putting that on human for sure. I guess if we play this first, then we could play Ruby into Sarah Farron, potentially. I have a feeling we're just going to Shelter by Ghost whatever thing they make here, though. So I'm going to go with this. Just have the bigger blocker, I guess. Oh, Lean in Vanguard, sure. And Ruin Lurker Bat, sure. Oh, you're also interesting. Man, lots of good options here. Because we can play this, have a blocker with reach. We could play I think I'm going to go for the 2-body approach here. Let's go here. And let's go here. And then, even if the opponent has a way to deal with our stuff here, we at least get the option to Sarah Farron and, like, Shelter by Ghost next turn, maybe. Or we could Halana and Lena Shelter by Ghost. I mean, they're going to have their own shelter here, I assume. Is going to be one of the plays. It's just, what are they targeting? Nope, it's a Ruin Lurker Bat. I was wrong. And a Healer Sock. So, like, alright, they got all the little life gainers. Under the circumstances, I don't even think it's worth using our shelter. Realistically. I think we're better off just saving it. So, if we... Yeah, let's do this. And then... put counters on you. And I'm willing to attack with this. And if they just want to trade, sure. I mean, I'll take 2 of their things for 1 of our things. Especially since we have a backup. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to go for that. But, you know, possibilities. At some point, a shelter's coming down. I'm assuming... What is that? Cooped up. Alright, sure. Can't attack or block. That seems reasonable, I guess. I don't even think I want to get rid of that. I'm just kind of like, okay, I still get to pump my creatures. You sure you're attacking with that Sanctifier? I'm definitely blocking. I don't know if you just missed that, but I'm in. Oh, they wanted to scry. I get it. That makes sense. Creative. Let's go here. And yeah, we're just gonna go to combat. Put the counters on, I don't know, Ruby, I guess? Actually, I should just put it on Torgal. I guess it doesn't matter. They're all going to be giants. Okay, that works for us. Gonna sweep the board here? Nope, they're gonna... Okay. And then that's game? That was a weird situation, but okay, sure. Yeah, alright. Alright, so we got Ruby, a removal spell. This is fine. Like, this one's one you go, yeah, it's serviceable. It'll get the job done. For now. Oh, why do I feel like there's going to be a Kona in our future? I feel like I'm going to have to leave up a Braid to kill a Kona. That's going to be tough. I think we do this and just attack for one? Yep, that's really going to hamstring us for what we want to do. Oh. Oh. The hell? Oh, that's why. Yeah, you went and got Kona already in hand, so you just went and got the thing you could play for free. That makes sense. Okay, well, can't fault you for that, I suppose. Does it even matter? I can't play this and this. I guess I'm just attacking for one here, because we kind of know the play, right? This is where we needed to be on the draw, so we'd have a little more flexibility. But assuming... Oh. Not even? I would have put money that this was a Kona turn. Huh. Well, alright. That was not what I thought was going to happen here. This got a little weird. That's not bad. I actually don't mind this either, because if we can get to... Well, we have the mana, technically. We could make tokens that we could then sacrifice if we wanted to Sheltered by Ghosts the Valgavoth. If it came down to that, obviously. This would let them make 2 more mana next turn. I don't think we want to allow that if we can avoid it. Let's get rid of that. And I guess just attack. Not much else going on here. Having to play a really safe game so we just don't get blown out, unfortunately. Alright, I guess the opponent just doesn't have it. Feels very weird. I feel like we're being set up here. Yeah, they're going to do something to our Ruby. Oh, seam rip. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Yep, and that's exiled, so no value there for them, which seems fine. Let's go ahead and put this on human. I will play this and pass. Alright. We're playing a very, very careful game of Magic here. Oh, I can't kill that now, though. Because they have the Seriema. And I know this because I've played that deck before. Actually, hold on. This hasn't resolved yet. So actually we can. We won't be able to next time, though. Alright. So then we go ahead and do this. So we can try to set up in case they get the Valgavoth. Because I could have another Kona here. Exactly. So, again, you kind of see the writing on the wall. You know what's going on. You just got to play around it. Sure. Sounds great. So then here, we're going to make tokens. And then exile Valgavoth. I think this is the plan. We +1. We can sacrifice engine and 2 tokens. And then we can shoot the Seriema and we'll still be able to block Kona. Alright, well, that's not a great way to go about business, but, you know, we do what we got to do. Yep, sack 1. Oh, no. Cancel. Yeah, we'll resolve that. Go 1, 2, 3. I mean, if they have even one more removal spell here, we're still kind of cooked, so it's whatever. But not a lot we can do. Destroy an artifact. And no attacks. This is kind of just where we are at the moment. All right, Sariema's going to go digging for something that they're going to be able to just put right into play. The absolute virtue. You have protection from your opponents. All right, yeah, that's fine. Also remember that's you have protection, not that your creatures have protection. So I guess we do this. Pump everything up. I'm trying to think out the best way, because we're going to lose Elspeth here one way or the other, unless we're willing to just chump with whatever we put down on the battlefield here. But I don't know if we want to play Helana and Elena as part of it. I think we have to play a 4-mana thing and then just hope to get Serapherian plus something the next turn. Is probably correct. Damn. I don't know the best way to go about this. Alright, I'm going to go with this, as it stands to be able to block and kill something the easiest. Alright, no attacks. I mean, I can at least trade with the Sariema. It's not pretty, but, you know, it's something. Overlord, sure. You got it. Another free thing? Alright, what's the next big scary thing? We'll just take 8 here. I'm not gonna worry about fighting that situation. What do you got? They're playing even an inefficient build of that, and it just tells you the value of Kona is just that good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, we only got a land. I was hoping to get a 1 or 2 mana thing, but that didn't happen. So here we can play this. Play this tapped. Minus Elspeth. Put counters on this. So now that at least goes to war with absolute virtue. And then we'll just see what's up. I mean, as soon as I get a removal spell, we're cooked, right? Like, we're only at 9. Alright, yep. Could they not just cast that? They have enough creatures, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they should have been able to just cast it straight up. Kind of surprised they didn't. I mean, sure. I mean, they have indestructible because Sariema when they're tapped, so. Yep. Oh, I should have traded the token. I didn't realize. Forgot about the size of thing. Oh, okay, you got a Bahamut anyway. Yeah, you're whatever. They got it. Okay. Okay, this is something. How good is something? I don't know, but it's something. So we play Zach, we play Ruby. If I get a green land, I'll play Torgal. If not, I'll just play Ruby here. Alright, let's go and play this. And let's see where this ends up. Oh, you're doing Chocobo shenanigans. That's not a bad card to have here, though. Let's go human. Let's play this. I think I'm willing to attack because we're just not blocking here anyway. I feel like if we could cast Surok, we'll get one sizable block, and then I don't know where we go from there. Kind of need to draw a white land, so we at least have the option of using Get Lost if the situation arises. Obviously, even something like a Shelter by Ghost wouldn't be terrible. Oh, here comes a Chocobo kick to kill our Ruby. They were looking at it like that's what they wanted to do. That's not good for us. Yep. We'll take our damage. They keep highlighting our creatures. I'm not sure what that's about, but it doesn't make me feel good. I'll tell you that. All right. Oh, and it's tapped. Gosh dang it. Oh, we got the land and it's tapped. This was our opening too. That hurts a lot. All right, well, happens. It's a risk we take in building the way we did. Though I don't think we've seen any with white unless they're going to try to play like Feladar's Retreat or something here. What else would these decks be playing in white? Now I want to draw another untap land so I can Surrock and get lost in the same turn. I guess they could be playing defensive cards though just to protect their creatures. Though they already play Snakeskin Veil. So I mean it's possible they could have other stuff. Something's happening here. I don't know what it is though. So it is the Chocobo kick. Alright. Obviously we'll sack this. Put counters here. Is there another instant speed thing? Alright. I mean, we have indestructible opponent. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if you noticed. Oh, Sarah Farron here. Yeesh. Actually, I like that, because then we have Sarah Farron and can still leave mana up for Get Lost, and then we can Surrock Siriema next turn. Okay, that's kind of crazy. I'm in. And then, yeah. Go to combat. And we're just going to let this flip. I guess the question is now, what are they playing white for, and do we think we could outrace them? Because if we attack and they have like a get lost, we're just wrecked. So I'm going to say no attacks there. We're not the beatdown here anyway. Sure. Let's get rid of this. So, wouldn't have been great for us. They could have blocked down a couple of different ways and made our life terrible. You know, what I feel like there's some more Chocobos kicks in our future. Oh no. They're just attacking outright? Oh gosh, what's about to happen here? Something's going on. You don't just attack here with the board state being what it is with no backup playing. So what's happening? Alright, that makes sense. I guess if you're not going to block with Llanowar Elf, that kind of makes sense too. But this could be another Chocobo kick. Take down our Torgal. I could see that. Oh, a Banishing Light. Wow. Okay, sure. So yeah, I'm a little confused by the opponent's deck because I don't know really what they're attempting to do. Like, it appears as though they're trying to play a landfall deck, but we've only really seen 2 landfall cards, which is why, I mean, the white looks like it's in there just for removal. Which, to be fair to them, if you are playing the landfall deck and you're just in green, you do sometimes have issues just getting rid of bigger creatures and whatnot. So it kind of makes sense what they're trying to do here. All right, leaving a Banishing Light on top. That makes sense. All right, they still have 2 cards. And 4 mana. Guess the other issue is here, if... Oh. I was about to say, if we Sariema, what do we go get? But... Huh. Alright. go find something. I don't know what something needs to be. Could be a Zac. I don't hate that. Could be another Torgal, since Torgal's under lockdown. Next turn, we could Sarah Farron, but we'd only have 2 legends, so that wouldn't do much. Don't mind Halana and Elena. But we only have 4 mana. Man, this is just like the ugliest inconvenient situation. I guess I'm going to get a Zac. Don't know if that's the best play here, but sure. It at least protects something that we put shelter on later. There's a good chance I'm just going to shelter, get back Surrak, and because that's what's about to end up under a Banishing Light, I'm pretty certain. Alright. I mean, I guess they could flash in another commando here. If they felt so inclined. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this since we're not blocking a 2/2. But this is interesting because the opponent isn't playing something in their hand that they didn't cast on their turn. They didn't cast anything on our turn. We know they have Banishing Lights. They're going to eat at least 3 mana, and their turn's going to look roughly the same here again. But this time only 3 extra mana instead of 4. Unless one of those cards in their hand is a land, then, you know. Alright. We're going to Chocobo kick old Zac? Nope. Looks like we are not. Okay. Interesting scenario here. What if we played this Surrak. To unlock the other Surrak. At least attempt to, I guess. Nope, we're going to get lost our guy. No, they are not. That's interesting. Alright, well. And then this, so it goes to 7. And then Big Surrak can give himself haste. And we're going to go attacking. Because why not? Alright, they're blocking, obviously. Okay, here goes. Not sure what's about to happen here. Apparently nothing important. Also, this isn't... what I'm about to say isn't to insult the opponent's deck or anything, but when we talk about playing on the ladder versus playing in tournaments, like, this is not something you will ever see in a tournament, which is why some decks can get away being played on the ladder and still be successful and climb up, where you wouldn't even consider playing some of these in tournaments, right? Because you're going to run into things like this. You're not going to run into that in a tournament. And nothing wrong with that. I think people should be experimenting and having fun on the ladder and trying different stuff. Just something to note when those discussions come up. Well, can't keep this one. This looks a lot better. All right, let's see what we can do with this. Torgal, welcome to the party, friend. Put that on human, and we'll just play Zac. Reassembling skeleton. Is there a thing going around? Because I swear, this is like the 3rd person I've played in the last couple days that's been playing Reassembling Skeleton. I mean, are there just a lot of skeleton decks that are happening right now? Because up until recently, I hadn't seen any, and it feels like it happened all in this past week. But I guess as this is like corpses here, that would make sense. Nope, it's a Black Mage's Rod. Alright. Well, that's a thing that happened. Hmm. I guess we'll cast a paleontologist. And just play this on human. And I'm not even sure what else we're supposed to do here, so I'm just gonna pass, I suppose. So Thera, that's what we're all about here. Alright. So now I see. So your skeleton dies, and then you can get it back and causing me to sacrifice stuff. Like that, okay, that at least makes some sense. Yeah, that's cute. I guess it makes that not matter. Though, how do we want to spend our mana if we planned on attacking here? Definitely going to do that. Get this. Call human. Then, I think I want to attack with just Zach. And then see if I can bait the opponent into double blocking here. Got him. Alright, we'll take that trade. I am for that. So we get these out of the way. Minimize any future damage. We did give up Zach, but I think it was worth it. If I had more mana open, I could get rid of Reassembling Skeleton, but obviously we can't do that right now. Resolve. I'll sack this guy. Alright. So we are going to get a chance to get rid of the Reassembling Skeleton, so that's nice. Unexpected, but nice. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm seeing some weird stuff on the ladder lately, but interesting. You know, I'd rather it be that than not. Let's go ahead and get rid of that skeleton before they have a chance to play it. Let's go ahead and crew this up and get as much damage in there as we can right now. The other thing I like about the Lifecraft engine is once it's set to human, pretty much everything other than Zach is able to crew that vehicle. Actually, that's not true. Zach and Torgal. I think. But alright, what you got for us, opponent? These I don't even want to play and try to remove stuff. I think that's just silly here. Risking losing my Lifecraft engine and getting our board swept, but damage is damage. Lifecraft engine dead? Yep, I thought so. That's why I almost just attacked with my creatures, but ah well. Sure, sacrifice a creature of choice you gain life. Yeah, sure. We'll sack this one, I guess. So it's interesting, because they were playing Sothera, their whole plan was just play little guys and make you sacrifice a billion things. That's all they were planning on. Which, I mean, I guess if it works, you know? Player can't gain life, and when they're dealt damage... Yeah, sure. Alright. Man, opponent's going hard on some crazy stuff. I can't say nothing. I've been labbing too hard myself, so... This is a wild time. I guess get rid of this? I don't know. I doubt that's going to do anything relevant, but... In case they have any of those crazy lose half your life, whatever type cards, let's just get rid of that. So we don't even have to worry about it. Make a sacrifice a thing, because I feel like that's what's coming. Oh, Solemn Simulacrum. Legit. This is where it gets a little tough, because I kind of want to just kill that and just give them the card, because they don't... But, they're at 10. Oh, now this gets interesting, because can they die to their own card here if I do a little extra damage? Now I'm kind of incentivized. But also, I could just stop them from... you know what? Have a card, friend. Have a card. I feel like that's kind of a bad choice, but we'll see. Ooh, let's draw... Oh, I was thinking, man, if I drew... what's his name? The big Surak, that would have ended things, but I didn't, and now things suck. So... Alright, I guess I kind of got to do this. I hate it, but it is what it is. Only saving grace is if they only have, like, Hero's Demise or whatever that thing is. Whatever we exiled. Hero's Downfall. They wouldn't have been able to kill our creature, but now they will be able to because they have plenty of mana. Yep, you got it. I mean, they still might die to their own card because we put them to 5, so it's whatever, but... those should be coming back into play, right? I was going to say, that was weird. Arena was just being oddly slow. Man, all we've done is draw lands. I mean, if they get anything to gain life, then I guess we're dead. Or lose half our life. The player can't gain life whenever it's dealt damage. Yep, sure. You got it. Yeah, all we're doing is just bricking and drawing lands here. Yeah, that's disappointing. I mean, not really much we can do. I mean, best case scenario, I could have kept a removal spell in hand or something earlier, but yeah, this isn't really going to do it. I mean, I guess our best draw would be Elspeth here. But I'm kind of hoping us being at 24 is good, because as it turns out, we didn't draw any sizable creatures this game. There's Zach, huh? I don't think there's a way they gain life off of this. Because these just deal damage. They don't gain life. Alright. Unless this is one of those... Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. I don't even think it matters if I sacrifice it, so sure. Alright. I mean, we're going to die before they do, unfortunately. The way things worked out. Because they only have to attack us 4 times. We need them to lose life. Yeah. Alright, GG's. Man, that was a terrible, terrible game for us. Playing against the Simic Scientist. We will keep this. Good spread of land. We got a Stomping Ground, which turns on both of these, actually. So that's kind of nice. So what can we get away with here? Can we just play Ruby and just attack? I guess that's good enough. Very tempting to play Inti there, but I'm probably not wanting to discard anything next turn just yet. Ew. Okay, so here's the plan. I'm gonna play this here first, knowing that it's likely to get killed. But if they kill that, then I can at least go Inti and Serapharen next turn, and then we could, like, Sariema into something. Potentially. This is all potentially, obviously. Let's go here. Let's call Human. Play the Serapharen that they can't counter. So they have to kill something else. We are okay with that. This is all part of the plan. And then we will transform that. Alright. So now if they're going to get lost, they have something else they got to get lost. Does a Braid do anything that matters here? Probably not in this fight, actually. So I think we're just digging here. I'm not even going to bother with the maps, because we're going to try to cast other things, obviously. Sure, you can have the counter. All right, they're going digging, probably looking for the sweeper if I were to guess. All right, so that puts the opponent at 7. We have not played a land yet. So I'm going to do this first. Opponent's at 7. Trying to think what's the best thing we get. We could play that cheap. We could play this for 2, and if we found something else, we could give that haste. That would be nice. I guess Surrak plus almost anything could be good. Not really. Yeah, I'm going to take a Surrak. Since we have more of those left, that's kind of the only logic. And then just play this tapped. That's going to be the best use of the mana there. And I know the board's about to get swept, so I'm not going to sweat this decision too much. I'm mostly just saying if there's a land. Oh, no! No, 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 no. Really? Any other creature on top. Any other creature on top. All right. Well, here's some good news. We can Surrak into shelter, and if we have a non-land on top, we can just attack for lethal. No, but now they get to see our hand, and we just put the Surrak in the yard. Oh, bruh. Yeah, that sucks. Ooh, we got the best thing we could here. For as bad as that was, opponent sick ripped, and we just got lucky is all that just happened there. I mean, I'm sure they have something to do with Elspeth, but now we have creature lands plus tokens, and that's helpful. I mean, Get Lost obviously just deals with Elspeth straight up. Avarice searches for something and puts on top of their library? I have to assume they're coming after Elspeth here, right? Nope, they're just killing a token. Well, then I guess if that's all we got, we're going to go for it then. Can't imagine why we would do anything else. Wow. That was a crazy game. Ooh. Have to mulligan that. That's tough. Alright, this one's much more keepable. So let's keep this, scrap this. Put that on human and pass. Hey, Torgal, what's up? Getting some extra counters from Torgal's always good business. Oh, what are we doing here? Huh. Alright, so check out what we're going to do here. We're going to put this on human. I'm going to go ahead and play this because it'll come in with a counter, which then means we'll have formidable and we can just attack. Which is kind of a baller hit there. Force the opponent to do something. Ooh, they did not have anything. So I'm going to pay 2 life. Would you like to counter a Life Crafter engine? Put that on human. Are you interested in countering a paleontologist by chance? They appear not to be. Alright. I guess I give that haste. Attack for 11sies. I mean, something's getting bounced or something here, right? Yeah, I was going to say, ain't no way you're just letting all that through. That'd have been crazy. All right. And we're just doing the big creature attack thing here, and that's enough. Let's keep it. Oh, no. What's the opponent doing? I'm going to put this down first, so I can safely play Torgal while we figure some things out. Alright, opponent just went Land, nothing. So there's a chance we're just going to see a Mossborn Hydra here. No, World Wagon. That could also be scary. Because we did not have a crazy start here. So we can take 2. We can play Ruby. And then we can tap everything to play Serapheren. And then transform that. And we're all set to go next turn. Probably going to attempt to... Oh, well, never mind. Here comes something gross. Should have seen that coming. Yep. And then whatever big monster here. Alright. GG's. That's about all it takes. Ooh, let's keep it. Yeah, this is interesting. I think we still play Torgal on 2. But either way, we play either one of these, then we can play the other 2, assuming it lives. And then we have some options following that up. Alright, Cecil, I see you. What do we got going on here? Alright, Deep Cavern Bat. There are choices. Sadly, they're probably going to take our Lifecraft engine, and that's going to make us very, very sad. Oh, no, they didn't. Neat. That could have been worse. Hey, come on with it, opponent. Alright, no blocks. Ooh, do you change the math at all? I don't think you do. Close, though. Pay 2 for Ruby. Use Ruby to play Paleontologist. Yeah, it doesn't really change anything enough. Next turn, we could Lifecraft into Ruby and do some stuff, so probably we'll do that instead. And then we'll just go ahead and play this. Alright, what you got for us? How bad is it? Only Annex. That's not terrible. It's annoying. It's not the end of the world. We can live with that. Okay. We have options. So what if we take 2? Play this. Put that on human. Tap this for red. Play this. And then, I guess we just attack? I mean, here's the tough thing, right? No, I think we still attack. Alright. They go to 10 in the turn. We can always use Ruby to crew the Lifecraft engine if it comes to that as well. Alright, you have an Unstoppable Slasher, sure. And a Tiny Bones. They're playing all the Death Touch things. Great. So this is where we need a Seriema. Just so our tap creatures... Oh, actually... Let's... block? So they'll go to 8. Does an untap land get us there? Activate, attack... No, because that'd be 3, 4. God, we're just short. Literally just short. 3, 4, 5, 6. They'd be at 1. Damn. I think we still got to do it, though. All right. Let me just double check the math, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. Tough. All right. Is what it is. Let's go. I mean, the only benefit here is they're forced to then... Yeah, you have to block the 4/4. Like, they are in a situation that they have to make the demon here or risk dying, right? But then they also can't attack with their Deep Cavern Bat. Oh, Bloodletter. Okay, well that solves that problem for them. All right, come on, deck. We just need something. That's, I guess that qualifies as something. I guess should have been more specific. Um. Oh, you know what? This gets us there. Check this out. We can put this on Torgal. No, that doesn't do it. Oh, I guess so. I was thinking we could do that, get this, crew this, but that doesn't do the thing. So, all right. So we got to do this. Get rid of this. Crew with this. Attack. So they have to block. And then we'll go ahead and play this. And then if the opponent sweeps the board, they go to 2, and then we attack them with their creature land. If they just make the demon, they have to have another removal spell here. If they do, they do. You know, whatever. You got it. But Ghost Vacuum ain't it. All right. We got away with one. Man, that was a tough fight. We had to use every possible trick to get out of that. Yep. Oh, well, insult to injury. We get to do it the easy way, I guess. And then go attacking. We'll take it. Man, tough one, but a win's a win. This is a bit of a tough one because I feel like as good as Elspeth is in here, I think I would like to trim things up a little bit and probably play another Inti as another way to draw some cards and maybe another Abrade just for some other creature removal and give you something to do extra in the Simulacrum matches because those are still floating around and it still works against VV and all that stuff. So I think that's fine. And then probably cut 1 or 2 of the Secluded Courtyard because we just don't need them that bad anymore with all the Stomping Grounds and whatever, and make it more reliable for us to be able to cast like Get Lost and whatnot. So probably cut the Secluded Courtyards to play on 2 more white land. Maybe, I don't know, we're kind of maxed out on the others. I guess we could play another Sunbillow Verge and a Hushwood Verge and something else. And then that'll probably clean things up quite a bit. And it adds another creature to the deck. Again, another way to get cards. Kind of doing what we can on haste abilities, but we do have 3 creature lands that came in clutch. But overall, I will say, this deck is only slightly over 50%. It's like a 54 or something. It was 19 and 16. So some of that was also me experimenting with different versions, and I think we can clean this up still. There's still room to be flexible. But yeah, if you're looking to play this is a reasonable starting point. And, you know, Lifecraft Engine actually got to do some work too, so I'm pretty happy that was in the deck. If anything, the weak card is probably Seriema. Even though Seriema does have the ability to make all our stuff indestructible when it's tapped. So I don't hate it, and I do like the fact that we can go search for, say, a hasty creature if we need it, or Serapherian to pump up our team, or wherever the case is. So I do like having it, but if you are going to cut something, I think Seriema is the call to make, and replace it with something else. But yeah, overall, fun stuff. Link in the description. Check it out. Go over to Moxfield. Have fun with the deck. Also, don't forget, check out Tales of Adventure. Use my code, save some money. And if you want to be part of the Crazy Will videos, become a channel member down below. Otherwise, just keep watching the videos. Watch them all the way through because it's always free and it always helps. That's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.